From a secret pregnancy to crafty editing, producing Wonder Woman was filled with unexpected challenges. Let's take a look back at what happened behind the scenes of Wonder Woman. But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's all your choice, so be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. Gal Gadot wasn't always a Wonder Woman. The film could have ended up looking much more different than it came out to be. Gadot was said to make her cinematic debut in a very different film called Justice League Mortal, created by George Miller. Gadot kept her pregnancy a secret. No one would ever expect that Gadot was pregnant while filming Wonder Woman. This means that she had to deal with so much more than just the pressure of playing the star of the film. Gadot became pregnant with her second child during the last few months of shooting. But even though the pregnancy came with morning sickness and dizziness, the actress didn't let this affect her ability in acting as the lead character. Gadot even kept her pregnancy a secret from the cast members she worked with, just because she did not want to be treated any differently during the shooting of the movie. Gal later claimed that she managed to keep her pregnancy unnoticed by consuming a lot of ginger water and wearing sunglasses as often as possible. Sunglasses that could hide pregnancy? We have never heard that before. The fan favorite No Man's Land was almost taken off of the movie. During the second half of the film, an iconic scene shows Diana Prince entering into No Man's Land. The scene talked about an area between opposing trenches of the World War. Here, Diana Prince gets transformed into Wonder Woman. The part quickly became the most favorable moment of the film. However, it was almost cut from the movie if it weren't for Jenkins. The colleagues of Wonder Woman didn't find any importance in that particular part of the film, so No Man's Land was going to be cut. Thankfully, the director saw the importance of the scene and did whatever she found possible to persuade other members of the production to keep it. Wonder Woman filmed in many Harry Potter locations. If you might have realized by now, the scenes of Wonder Woman looked really historic. This is because the film was shot in many beautiful sites such as Sicilian Avenue, King's Cross Station, and even in the Australia House. This last one is more recognized because it was also used as a location in shooting the Harry Potter films, which was another Warner Brothers hit. Australia House was used for a scene where a Diana went shopping. The Amazon wasn't played by actors, but by female athletes. The director of the movie found it a better idea to include all types of strong females to represent the Amazon warriors. So she decided that instead of bringing actual actors to the scene, she would include female athletes. Jenkins then hired a handful of them, ranging from professional boxers to Olympic bobsledders. But before they could appear on set, all soon-to-be Amazon warriors had to train for several weeks in London to learn stunt choreography and swordplay. One American CrossFit champion by the name of Brooke Entz was generous enough to give us a sneak peek of what it was really like while training for the part. She said that every day they would practice with spears, do pull-ups, practice kickboxing, and even wrestle other female athletes. Brooke expressed that it was a fun experience to do many things that are mostly considered as male-dominated activities in the real world. The movie contradicts Batman vs. Superman. Until now, one would never give up on mankind and would be much more helpful for her people. Many scenes where Wonder Woman had to run were filmed on a treadmill. Diana Prince might have seemed perfect at every move she made, but during the movie, the actress had some weak spots. Gadot claimed that she was really insecure about the way that she looked when she filmed running scenes, which, by the way, were countless in the movie. This made producers brainstorm on what could make Gadot run while having self-confidence. After a lot of thinking and testing, it was figured out that Gadot ran with more confidence while she was on a treadmill. So this is how many other scenes of the film were shot, especially the scene No Man's Land. The costumes worn on set would make it hard for cast members to pee. In the movie, you might find Amazon warriors looking fearless and fierce with the way they're dressed. But despite appearing as powerful women, they had a really big problem during filming. One of the athletes that represented the Amazon warriors said that the costumes were not as charming as they looked. In fact, they were really impractical when it came to taking a bathroom break. This was because it took a lot of steps in order to get out of the costume. The famous athletes then included a long list of steps she had to go through to take off her armor in an Instagram post she uploaded recently. The cast and crew enjoyed going on a vacation in Italy while filming. Before the Amazonian homeland was filmed, Jenkins searched for over 47 different countries that could be a good option to start shooting. Jenkins then decided that the Amazonian homeland would take part in many different spots across the coastline of Italy. Of course, both cast and crew were thrilled after realizing that they would be getting a bonus trip to Europe. So we're guessing filming there did not tire them as much, as they spent most of the time in the Happy Village resort that included a spa facility and a beautiful beach view. Diana's boots were edited with CGI. There are many parts in the film where we see Diana running with metallic boots on, but in reality, we would know that if anyone would bother doing this, they would end up with 2 broken ankles. So in order for Diana not to break her ankles, the actress originally wore running shoes in a scene where she had to run faster on the treadmill than usual. With the magic of CGI, the production was able to edit out the treadmill Diana was running on, as well as make it appear as if she was wearing metallic boots. Gadot had to wear her costume even on days when it was freezing cold out. While the cast and crew were filming in Italy, many admitted to wearing layers upon layers of clothing because of the freezing cold temperature. However, Gadot had to wear the same Wonder Woman costume that was not designed for cold temperatures. But this didn't stop Gadot from shooting the Amazon homeland scenes with endless supplies of energy and positive attitude. When the filming took place in London, temperatures were even lower, going to below 30. Even though the actress kept warm in between scenes to avoid hypothermia, she had to act as if she wasn't cold during the shooting. This shows how dedicated she was to filming Wonder Woman. Gadot had to cover her baby belly in green. By the time the production was reshooting some final scenes, Gadot was already 5 months pregnant. This means that she was no longer able to keep it a secret from anyone. But she sure did need to hide it from appearing on film. If you think about it, it would be really surprising to see Gadot fighting against evil while pregnant. That sure would be an intriguing plot twist, but because producers had to stay inside their script, they had to remove Gadot's pregnant stomach from the picture. They did this by applying a green cloth to Gadot's belly. This later allowed editors to edit the belly. The most vital scene of the movie had to be reshot. Movies that have such a big budget often require post-production overhauls. This can be because new scenes are added to the script, plots get restructured, or just because a scene wasn't shot properly. Thankfully, Wonder Woman didn't need to make many adjustments after finishing the filming. Jenkins wanted to build a lot of tension when Steve Trevor and Diana were going against Ares in the final battle, but the scene did not result in sparking enough emotions once you saw it. This was why it had to be reshot all over again. The reshooting of the part included an additional scene where Diana was witnessing suffering horses that were being abused. The additional scene seemed to be what Jenkins had on her mind all along, pretty much completing the movie. Wonder Woman was led by women more than anyone expected. The film was not only directed and led by females, the whole team was a female powerhouse. Many other successful women, such as decorator Anna Lynch Robinson, production designer Aline Bonetto, VFX producer Amber Kirsch, and costume designer Lindy Hemming, were all part of the production. Not to forget the Amazon warriors that added a strong female presence. Even the producers and executive producers were both women. Warner Brothers has tried to continue this trend of equality, involving women in the workplace. Wonder Woman was also the first film that would set new guidelines on harassment. Thanks for watching.